Crackhead to crackhead, you still haven't changed. You're still messing with the stuff that eats up your brain. You used to worry about the looks when you looked alright, but what you should have been worried about is your life. Crackhead to crackhead, you really look a mess with your free bass and buff stinking mule train breath. Now did you ever wake up, your face stuck to the pillow? Did your mama ever call you an ugly gorilla? You're a crackhead. Tell them again, EJ. Crackhead. Leave it alone. For crackhead to crackhead, you know that you're wrong, cause I can smell your body odor over the telephone. Now with your peanut head, you never be the best until you get your butt together, then you'll pass the test. For a nickel and a dime, you commit a crime, but when the judge throws the book, can you stand the time? Push a man on the corner there selling death. You better stop your way of living and help yourself. This growing all the youth each and every day. They ought to toss your butt in jail and throw the key away. You're a crackhead. No lie. Tell them again, EJ, what are they? Crackhead. Leave it alone. Crackhead. You used to be an A student trooper in your school, but now you're standing on the corner acting like a fool, smoking crack all day, wasting your life away. You better stop and listen to my heavy rap today. Listen, life is too sweet, why throw it away for a $20 high when you get your pay? Now, hey, brothers and sisters, have you lost your head? If you keep smoking crack, you're gonna end up dead. You're a crackhead. EJ, tell them one more time. Crackhead. Leave it alone. Crackhead. For crackhead to crackhead, you still haven't changed. You still mess with the stuff that drives you insane. For many years ago, it was LSD. Now when you walked around bugging in society, now the times have passed. You're still high as a kite, but instead of LSD, now you're smoking a pipe. You're a crackhead. EJ, I don't think they heard you. Tell them again now. Crackhead. Leave it alone. You're a crackhead. All right, check this out, homeboy. What's the matter with you, fool? Tell me, have you learned that when you mess with the fire, your butt gets burned? Young people in the world, when the pusher man comes, just tell him to go and give his mama some. You're a crackhead. One more time, EJ. Crackhead. I don't think they heard you, EJ. Tell them again. Crackhead. One more time, you're a crackhead. Leave it alone.
Hello guys. Well, the message in that song was don't do drugs, kiddies. Don't do drugs, especially if you don't want to end up singing like that. But it's BLU-RAYCRAiG, and here I am to do another reaction video to my cousin, my much less talented cousin, ViDEOCRAig's, attempts at actually, he told a joke. He told a joke. Here we are. Let's see what you think of his joke first. I'll get his joke up for you. He told a funny. Oh, he did. He told a funny. He did. See if you all think this is a hysterical, funny, jokey. Here we go. Anyway, what do you think of this? Anyway, have you heard about this new 72-hour strain of pneumonia that's going around? apparently it's already reached the UK, but I think it might be false news from the Illuminati. I know a joke. Do you want me to tell you a joke? Right, here we go. What do you call a fly without wings? A walk. Oh, thank you, darlings, thank you. Just talent comes to me naturally, it always does. But anyway, let's have a look a little at the chat so I can say hello to a couple of people. Hiya, Kate, and by the way, Kate, no one is as good as BLU-RAYCRaig, right? No one's as good as BLU-RAYCRaig. I saw what you said. I have agents everywhere. Who's that? Oh, Anne, who lets me use her computer. I'm not Anne. Anyway, let's get on to looking at him. Watching this dismal. I haven't actually watched it. I saw a bit of it, a very short bit of it. But let's have it. Do you know, I'll learn this one day. Here we go. I'll learn one day. I will. You're supposed to share screen. And here we go. Let's start it.
My cute little reprobate, Chrissy.
No need.
What does reprobate mean?
Oh.
Oh, it's thick as this is it. I mean, I'm all for, him going, trying to make a career for himself and all that, but he's not the brightest spark. Is he? He's not the brightest spark out there.
I get called a reprobate quite a lot.
No, I think you get mixed up with words, Craig. It's then like when you say cult, you get called a cult. You're sort of not hearing it properly. It's not an L that's in what they say.
How's everybody doing? Welcome.
Of course, everyone knows that I love Craig. I do. He knows a naughty 43-year-old man. He's naughty and he gets on BLU-RAYCRaig's titties now.
Sure, we've got a special guest joining in about 10 minutes' time. In about 10 minutes' time, we have the beautiful Jackie from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wait until you see Jackie.
Going to join us on the show, probably to promote that website that you're not allowed to say the name
What's
of.
Chrissy got on? She got her pajamas on there. She has, hasn't she? They're definitely pajamas. So surely you wouldn't have a top like that
On this channel. Chrissy, on me. Sorry, I'm very Derek today. Excuse the quality of my camera. I needed to buy a much better quality second webcam.
No. Okay, that does well. That does well. Seriously, she's
It's been getting me down a little bit. I look like I've got one of Decker's filters on. I look like I'm dying from opiate addiction. That's what I look like.
What's getting me down is how high the camera is.
What's getting you down is how high the camera is.
It's because you've got it to be above the back of your.
What's your on? What's Rachel talking about here? Put one in the chat if you think Craig should hurry the fuck up. Oh, chin you. Who don't know?
People are sick of.
Is this my Rachel? My fan, Rachel? Is she here? Hope she hasn't been swearing. Is my fan here, Rachel?
Oh, wait.
What's with the lights? Chrissy's put me lights on in the flash, and the only way to...
Oh, God, let's move on. This is boring. I'll ask, isn't it? I'll ask boring and stuff.
Go on. Don't worry, we'll be talking about Decker and the Illuminati in a minute. Oh. Decker's put out a letter that's Cumbrian Truth Sentiment in
A letter? What's a letter?
prison.
See, missing off the ER there.
I feel like we shouldn't cover that on this. I feel like you should tell your story about this TikToker. Go on. Sorry for interrupting you. I'm excited. Sorry.
Well, so the daughter's got the newspaper. My point.
Right. So let me get this
I'll just let her tell the story.
straight. The daughter's a TikToker. Is it her that the sex tape was going to come out
No.
of?
It was about the mum.
Right.
So she's going to prison because her mum was cheating on the dad,
Right.
and they were going to get it. So they've chased them down the street.
Who chased?
So they're actually been sentenced to life, the daughter and the mother.
Who down the street?
The girl and the mum,
The girl and the mum have chased
the
who?
boy and his pal.
The one that the one the mother was shagging.
Yeah.
Right. So
And
so
they
her
died.
what's it called when you're in a? It would be a mistress if it was a like what's it called in the
It's
reverse?
just an affair.
Okay.
He hasn't got. He's not fit. Do you know what this said, people? Education, education, education. A mistress goes with a married man.
So they've had an affair,
Right.
and she didn't want it to be found out. So they
Right.
chased him down the street after he threatened to put a sex tape out.
Right.
And he's come off the motorway, like crashed off it and crashed into a tree, and him
Right.
and his friend have died.
Jesus.
So they've got like
Immediately, apparently, it was instant death. Thankfully for them.
the daughter got 30 odd years and the
What?
mum got 20 odd years.
Because they were they in the car each on the same car?
Same car, by the sounds of it.
So they were
Like,
chasing
they
them
both
and-
No, the man got it, the mother got it, and the daughter got life.
And but have they crashed into them, or has the car just crashed because they were being chased?
the car was crashed because they were being chased.
Why
by the
would you be
sounds of
that
the
scared to
article.
get away from two women?
I don't know.
So remind me the relevant.
Well, there's been a case, and this is interesting. There's been a case in America where a young woman has been in prison for murder because she got in a car. I think it was two fellas were in the car. She decided she wanted to end it. And she drove at full speed towards a wall. They were killed. She survived. Anyway, she's saving life now with no chance of parole because they said it was murder. Wasn't manslaughter, it was murder.
See of TikTok in this story.
This is my point. There's no relevance, right? And the article.
Right, but it got me though, because
Yeah,
if you hadn't started this with
that's my
TikTok,
point.
I wouldn't be interested.
So my point is, I don't want to talk about the actual thing, although it's shocking and people are all knobs, right? And that somebody's gone to prison. However, the article reads, TikTok influencer and her mother jailed for life for double murder after sex tape threat. Not the fact that it's the mother.
I feel like TikTok's getting bad press here for fucking no reason.
But it just tracks
If
you
she'd have
in.
worked in Greg's, it wouldn't have said pasty
It's
maker
one-
and daughter, would it?
Yeah, it's one.
Oh, Craig just told a joke. Let's hear for the laughter. Do you want me to tell you another joke? I can tell you. I'll tell you a joke. Why was the washing machine laughing? Because it was taking the piss out of the knickers. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so let's get on with this.
Nothing to do with TikTok, right? Nothing to do with the fact she's a TikToker for her career. And 3, right? It was the mother's
Yeah.
affair.
What it should say is
Mother and daughter.
cheating rat mother and daughter. So why did she get 20 years and the daughter only get 30? Was the daughter?
Oh, the milk in this, aren't they? It's just not even interesting. Come on, let's move on. Here we are. Here's this. Here's this. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you now, it's going to be a
Those
full
live,
moon.
you muffed.
Why would I go on his live? Oi!
Oh my God. Oh my God in heaven. Look at that. Shameless. Oh, I'm sorry to the men out there if you are absolutely disgusted by that sight, because I know a lot of you will be. Oh my God, what are those things? What are they? What are those things?
Oh Lord, help Does any woman see the sin of her days and ways?
Oh. Come on, someone in the chat help me out. What are those things coming out of her chest? Are they normal or are they growths? Are they, I mean, is she okay? That's not one of those, face hugger things, from Alien. She's got two and they're ready to burst out. She is, oh God, she needs help, the poor woman. Someone, please. Please get this woman some help. Though, of course, maybe, BB in BLU-RAYCRaig, like in the Beards, like in the Dollies. I'd give her one, yeah. I'd let her know what it's like. Oh, yeah. I mean, because mine being BB BLU-RAYCRaig, like, well, I use mine to swat flies on the ceiling, I do. Oh, tell you now, she wouldn't be asking for more. She'd be begging for mercy with me. That's what she'd be begging for. Anyway, let's get on with this. Hey, but tell you what, I'm doing this heterosexy really good, aren't I? I'm doing this heterosexy act really well. Maybe I'll turn.
Tits out and all. How the fuck are you doing, Nick? Or Jackie, should I say? How's old Jackie?
Jackie, listen, it's pissing down.
Is it?
Oh, it's the shittest weather we've had.
She's got a very deep voice. Is it a lady? Is it a adult human female XX chromosome creature lady thing? Or is it a XY adult human trans person thing? I don't know.
Had in like 4 years.
Oh, that's a deep voice, isn't it? That's a very deep voice.
Do you think we look like we're at some form of shit rave with a light flashing?
It is. I can hardly see Chrissy.
I can't hear you, Nick.
Look, let me know if anyone's shocked and wants me to get off this, because, if anyone's getting traumatized and upset and offended by seeing these Satan's pleasure pillows, let me know. Let me know.
Spiky. Oh, shit. Yeah, you can't, can you? Right, hold on a second. How about now? Say something, Nick.
It's a little bit like when I send group messages on Facebook. One can't hear or see.
Nicola put me and Chrissy in a group chat, right?
That laugh goes through you, doesn't it? Do you know what they should do with Craig? Put him in a little box. Remember those pop-up boxes? The little pop-up things that come out of the box when you wind them up. They should put him in that, and his head pops up and he does that laugh. He pops out doing this.
Say something, Nick.
It's a little bit like when I send group messages on Facebook.
Here we go.
One can't hear or see.
It does that when it pops out. God, that would be what. If you don't like your kids or you don't like someone's kids and you're getting a present, get them a ViDEOCRaig pop up.
Nicola put me in
Jack in the box, isn't it? A Craig in the box.
Chrissy in a group chat, right?
But
I've got Chrissy blocked. So it just looks like Nicola's talking to herself. Right.
Nicola, I've got a story for you.
Oh, look who's in there. Look who's in his chat. Oh, hey. Look who's in there. Mr. Woman Stalker. Mr. Offers absolutely head on drugs. Oh.
How then?
So we've been at Leeds Festival this weekend, right?
I love that.
And it was really good. And we booked this hotel, and it was like a country pub and restaurant with like 6 rooms above it. So it was ridiculously priced as well because it was 20.
Oh God, here we are. Chrissy's making it a yawn again. Come on. Let's see if it gets any more exciting. Has anyone seen this?
Right. Starts shadow boxing the door, right? He's jumping
Oh wait, yeah, the show talking about shadow boxing.
up and down.
No. I was shadow boxing the door before I went out. Right. And then she's laughing at me shadow boxing, right, before I run downstairs.
Look, that poor lady is trying to laugh, isn't she? She's saying, I've got to laugh here, or they'll get offended if I don't laugh, because come on the show, we will. Watch it. Is this not, come on, people, is this not forcing yourself to laugh?
He's jumping up and down.
No, I was shadow boxing the door before I went out.
Here we are, watch. This is like, please let me get it from the bottom of my belly and pretend that I'm laughing.
Right?
right? And then she's laughing at me shadowboxing, right, before I run downstairs to be a fucking Ned Sheeran or whatever he's called, right? She's laughing at me, which is making us even more annoyed.
She's thinking, Jesus, this is cack.
I'm just sat there thinking you should go and stop them from starting a fight in the hotel. But the other half of us were just crying with laughter. And then the fire alarm starts going off as he comes back in the room. And he's like, I'm like, what have you done? Why is the fire alarm? He's like, got a coat hanger.
You wouldn't, do you know what? You wouldn't realise from this, but no, Chrissy, she's lovely behind the scenes. She's actually very intelligent and interesting to listen to. You wouldn't think it from this. This is the effect that has on it. I've told her just fleece him of all this money, then walk away.
Trying to close the skylight in the corridor of the hotel.
Set the fucking burglar alarm off.
I want to catch up on my chat. Are you, Rachel? You here? I was just saying, here we are. This is for you, Rach. But you don't know this is coming, do you? This is for you. Yeah, that's for you, Rach. And let's see who else is in the chat. Kate, are you Scotch Chegg? Scotch Chegg. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Here's the man himself. This is for my cousin, Craig. I bet you won't think what I'm going to do. This is for you, Craig. There you are. That's for little Craigie Poos. And let's see who else is in there. Oh, Kate. My lovely Kate, who I think is a witch, you know. She's put a post up the other day, and I think it looked a bit witchy. I think she's sort of like a witch in a part-time. Is it? And who else? And then we'll get back on with it. Always, Chris. I haven't seen you here before, Chris. Chris from Motorsport Buggies. Just here we are. This is for Chris. Now let's get on with, if you can call it a show. I mean, I don't know. Would you call this a show or something to get through?
So now the alarm's going off. The loud music hasn't stopped.
Do you know, I wish I could do that, smile like that, but my teeth are terrible. And people can say, why don't you get them done? And I say, look, even if I had a mouthful of gorgeous, pearly white teeth, at my age, they'd look like I've got false gnashes in. And also, who's going to be looking at me thinking, cool, isn't that gorgeous with the teeth? Just quite, when you get to a certain age, they look like you're wearing granny gnashes.
He's got so
How long did it take for you to laugh at it?
Mate, I was on the floor already laughing, and he's just sat there like, that's it.
Now come back in the room now, and it fucking stinks of shit.
Oh, do you know what? Do you know, look at that. Look at that. Filthy mouth.
Oh, quite possibly.
So
It should be marked with back in front. I recorded a whole podcast once with a new mic, with the mic the wrong way around, and it sounded like shit.
it just sounds muffled and then it keeps dipping out. So that might be the problem. Either way, it runs out of warranty tomorrow.
Oh, God, look at that. I mean, they're stuck on, aren't they, people? I mean, you lady people, creature things out there in the chat. How do you get them? Do you just get 2 bags of fleshy stuff and glue them to your chest? Is that how you do it? Is that how you do it, people? Go on, lady people, creature things. Is that how you do it? That must be uncomfortable, it must. Do you know? I mean, each to their own, don't particularly do anything for me. Of course, it wouldn't do anything for me, but, oh no, it does. War. I get my head between those beauties and go, woo. Yeah, because I'm BLU-RAYCRAiG at war. I tell you now, I'm always ready for it. I'm always up for it. I don't need no Viagra, I'm telling you.
So I've emailed the company in case, and then I just bought this. Jamie thought it was the same as yours. It's a Newman 102 and some letters. TS something. Oh.
I think mine's a TLM 104.
Look at Chrissy. She's saying, you can tell she's thinking, bitch, get off, bitch, get off and keep away from my man, bitch.
5 or maybe a TLM 103. I think I think all those. There's the TL. There's the TM 10 or 10. There's the 102, the 103, and the 105, and they all look pretty much the same. Yeah. They're all brilliant mics, though.
I just thought I paid $400 for it second hand.
That's really good. But I paid $1,100 for mine, so it's really good.
So I just thought it's worth having a second mic in case anything ever happens, even if he gets his other one.
She's definitely saying to herself, bitch, get off, bitch. There's the door, bitch. Use it.
Nicola, Rachel's staring at your boobs. She wants them. I don't think Nicola's Rachel's lungs can hack boobs like
Let's do some super chat. Shout out to Spikey, speaks out. Me and the missus love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Harold, Chris.
Oh, there's Kate. Kate is in there. And you remember, I'll have to stop.
Big and Chrissy from Noxie Brontosaurus Arms. Thank you very much for the super chats, guys. If anybody wants to join the channel,
wait, look at this. She's trying to look intelligent now. I've got glasses on, I'm intelligent. Now that sort of ruins it, doesn't it? Look at that face. Look at that mouth. It's sort of taken away from them, hasn't it?
In a month, and you get to come on the Members Only Live at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. And this week...
Oh, go and get stuff. Who would want to go on this live, eh? Who would want to go on this Members Live?
We had...
I mean, honest God, anyone that's a member of that... you need to get out and get some real entertainment. Like, I give entertainment. Do you want another joke? Hey, well, I'll have to give you another joke. Right, here we go. Here's another joke, right? You like this one, right? Let's see when I can think of one, because my mind's gone bleeding blank. My God, I've just gone blank. And I'm usually the whiz kid for the corny jokes. I've got to have a joke in there somewhere. I've got to have a joke in there somewhere. Oh, this is a good one. You like this one. You'll never have heard this one before. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. Oh, God, I got the wrong one. Oh, yeah. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Enough already. Enough already. I know I'm talented.
Shadow Boxer, which is quite possibly the biggest wronging on YouTube. He did 2.5 years in jail for sexual assault, and he seems pretty proud of it. He came on the Members Only Live on Wednesday night, and the panel absolutely fucking hammered him.
No, they didn't. A couple did, yeah.
YouTube channel going. I noticed you haven't posted it on since I was there.
Sure.
I'm talking about Shadowboxer. If you see has anyone seen my little Shadowboxer? Oh, I haven't got it on here, have I? I've taken. Yeah, I haven't got it in here now. Here we go. Let's carry on.
I've got an agency doing the other platform now, though, so I've got loads more time.
Who's just got an agency? Is this someone famous that I've sort of like missed?
Right. But you still have to make the content.
Oh, I still do most of the stuff on there. They just help the other one.
Oh, good God. She loses it. This is the thing, darlings, right? I'm growing up in the inside too. You know, being glamorous or being sexy is a whole package. If you look at the old film stars, or even look at the music stars now, the women, they have a whole way of presenting it. What you don't do is shove a sweet in your mouth and start going, because it doesn't add to your sex appeal. It also takes away from it and distracts from it. You see, so what you want to do is get in touch with, someone that can train it in how one presents oneself if one wants to be sexy and alluring. You don't think Marilyn Monroe picked that up by chance, did you? She had to do a lot of training.
Well, no, it just saves some time.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least you don't have to do the admin for it.
Craig is in the middle of a ball pit. That's a good comment.
Is there a reason why I'm in the dark? Do I need to like turn my lights off or something?
No, it's fine. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon there, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like dark.
Oh
shit
no,
anyway.
I can't be asked listening to it.
Sleep, and you're not.
I'm like, you know, when you go to a football game, and go, "Oh, hey!"
Is that really? Come on, people, tell me. Someone must know. Is that really a you know, adult human female creature person thing? Is it?
You know, when they sing in a football game, "Hey, oh, yes, hey."
You should do that. You should re-record football chant versions of all of Mackenzie's tunes.
I could.
That would be
And when
good.
the guy's selling programs, that's what he said.
Nicola's a Sunderland fan, aren't you? She says that the only thing she's ever really cared about is Sunderland FC. Is that right?
Yeah.
Somebody's asking in the comments, did you ever hang around Washington?
Oh wait, come on, this is bleeding. Let's this now. Come on, give it. I keep on saying to him, you know, I keep on saying to Chrissy, tell him to do some bleeding content that I can use. Because if he doesn't, I get in trouble by going on to other people's content where they're saying stupid things and then a whole shitstorm erupts.
He got on his moped. Somebody's chasing him in a car. Oh, no, before that, a 50-odd-year-old bar owner punched him 5 times, knocked him down. And then he got on his moped, mortal drunk, started driving. Some car.
Mortal drunk? What's that? Is that a thing, mortal drunk?
Cars came up behind him, like made him pull over.
Oh, look, that she's trying to get the nits out.
And then the guys jumped out.
Is Rach still there? Is Rach still in my chatty chats? You're there, Rach. She's what's called method, what used to be called a hunch front. Not a hunchback, a hunch front. Oh, Rach is buggered off. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice, isn't it? She's buggered off, just came in, then ran away. Well, I'm not going to argue with that. Even Craig's told another joke. Let's see it. Let's wait for the laugh. Yeah, I was going to ask you, Rach, what's up? I was going to ask you, does she get earwig from the same place as yours? Because it's all just similar style, aren't they? Yeah, they're more or less my favoritism. That's a bit mean, method. That's a bit mean. But I mean, Chrissy could have dressed up for the occasion.
But the cheap thing that's chasing him, pull a machete out on him and shut like this. You can't see my hand, can you? And Shadowboxer's going, no, man. And he survived that, got back on his bike, got a little bit further down the road, ran out the bike's run out.
I've never seen anyone so good at trying to look like she's interested when she's bleeding, isn't? All her body movements are, what is this pile of shit I'm out to look like I'm interested in?
The petrol in the middle of nowhere. And then
it's like, I'll just play with me hair. I'll play with me hair so I'll look like I'm not just zoning out here.
Just walking around bars. He walks into some random local bar. He's looking at women going, petrol, need petrol. And eventually somebody comes and gives him some petrol, and then he got back on his...
She's pretending to look interested. Chrissy just can't be asked, right?
Bike and drove a bit further down the road, and his battery on his phone ran out. It was one of the best lives I've ever seen in my life. But we were watching it going, anybody who was trying to convince that he wasn't...
I thought she'd done that up here. She's frozen.
That he wasn't guilty of this sexual assault is now completely convinced.
She's just took a picture of herself with a smile on her face, hasn't she? And just put up there thinking, oh, Christ, here, I'll put that up when he's droning on and go make myself a brew.
He did. So, Nicola's frozen.
You know I love you, Craig. Don't you know I love you?
Back again.
Because Mackenzie's going to ring out and ring out and
Well,
ring
yeah,
out and
Mackenzie will
ring out
just
and
ring her and ring and ring and ring and ring her. I have a feeling I said that story.
Now, there we are, fellas. You can come back. She's gone. The lady with the Satan's pleasure pillows has gone now. So you can relax. Because I know you're all shocked and offended by it.
Oh, she's gone. She's answered.
Well, Rach, rights would I be knuckle? Don't know what that means.
So
It sounds interesting.
Seriousness, guys, I would.
She's pumped them up, hasn't she? She's pumped them up before she's come back on.
Like, I like true crime things and watching all them sorts of things. And I did listen to the police tell her do an interview with someone that had been convicted of rape and how they like picked the people.
Let's not talk about yucky things like that.
No, you talk to me.
What
did he offer you? A chomp? He offered me a curly whirly, man. Right?
When I was younger, when I used to get the metro home from like.
Oh no, she's not going to pick that off the floor and put it in her mouth, is she? But again, I've got to feel. Shut up! I'm going to go a bit too far and get in trouble like it did the other day. If I shut up.
Like nights out and stuff with my friends.
Oh, she has. Oh, Minga. Picking her up off the floor. Oh.
Remember walking home and I could tell.
And she didn't even bless herself. You're supposed to do that if you pick her off the floor. You need to bless yourself so the good Lord's protection gets rid. Magically destroys the germ.
This person was walking behind us, and the way you used to go to my parents' house, you could either walk through the park. Have you muted me?
No.
Oh, or you could walk round.
What's she doing? She's not. Oh, she must be stroking a pussy. She must have a pussy there and giving her a stroke. You know, her little kitty cat. And
if you walked round, you didn't come back up the estate as such because I lived directly in the middle. So you walked one way or the other, and this guy followed us up. And I remember ringing my dad and saying, "Open the door, I'm going to run. Someone's following us."
Oh, that happens to me all the time. Whenever I go out, there's men following me. Get cars driving. Oh, not me. Oh, not BLU-RAYCRaig. Oh, they wouldn't dare to smash the faces in. No, Anne can't go out. Can't go out the house because driving up next, we're asking how much she charges. That's how she met Craig.
And he came up the street and walked round my street and round. My dad went out and followed with the dog, and he walked around the.
Because you know he's got a hernia, don't you? You know Craig got a hernia. Well, what it was, he asked Anne to go back to his place, and Anne was, feeling a bit kinky, if you know what I mean. A bit wanting to do it a bit, like rough and ready. So she said to him, "Oh, rip my clothes off and throw me on the bed, Samson." And so he picked her up, and that's how he got his hernia. So that was a flat night for Anne. That was one flat night for Anne.
The next two streets looking for him. Scary, isn't it, what some people do?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you be an ignoramus over there.
It's not. She should believe. What was I saying then? I don't even know why I said that word then. I meant to say she's also bored titless.
I've heard these stories before. I know nothing exciting happens at the end of them. When Chrissy's going to tell me a story now about something that happened to her at work, I try and get her to tell us the end of the story first to see if it's worth listening to.
Right.
It very rarely is.
Long tail, go on. That's what Humble says, doesn't he? Long tail. Go on, you. Whatever. I know a long tail's a rat, but I don't know whether they mean something different in Scotland or specific. Oh, Mota was teaching me a couple of Scottish words the other day.
What? Steve Robbins, who are you and what's your problem?
Who said he had a problem?
Nothing. He's just like, get us on. Like, why?
It's not an open panel, mate. Sorry.
Hi, David.
You can come on a Wednesday night, though, if you want, on the Members Only Live. That's open to everybody.
Oh, it's got exclusives. Oh, ViDEOCRAiG has got exclusives.
But this one, you have to have at least an OF account to come on here.
You have to have what?
An OnlyFans account, Chrissy.
I don't know how to say that.
OnlyFans, isn't that thing for hussies?
I didn't. See how Chrissy's trying to get me channel shadow banned.
Well, I didn't hear what you said. You could.
She's not on these OnlyFans, is she? Oh, no, I can't be happy with that. Please, someone tell me she's not on this OnlyFans, is she? I mean, that's for Jezebels, harlots, strumpets, sinners. That's what that's for. It's for sinners. Women that have no moral code. Ladies of the night. Ladies of the night. Lest we forget that it was Eve that got mankind kicked out of Eden.
Oh, Lord, help the sinning woman see the sin of her days and ways.
Yes, let's remember that.
Could have just said,
Temptation. Woman is temptation.
F again. I would have told you to FO.
An old man used to buy the kids near mine cigs and booze, and in return, they wanted to watch him watch.
Please listen for. No. We don't want to know that, Amy. He's keeping that up there. Why is he kept up there? Oh, look.
But
Well, for those interested, she's done a lean forward. This. Here we are. She's advertising now. She does a lean forward. Watch.
Good picture.
Yeah.
I can't concentrate when War Jackie is on.
But Nicola, do you know what was dead? You know when we went for our walk, and when we got to Hollywood, we went and walked to look for somewhere to eat.
No, go to Hollywood. Get that?
The one star we found was the Walt Disney star.
We also found Arnold Schwarzenegger's star, which I didn't want to take a picture of and post in case that got kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? Go on, Chrissy, you talk.
What about?
About anything you want, just for a second. Nicola wanted to hear the voice notes where Decca was kicking off about that last following Anthony Joshua in What's Her Face.
Straight what Decca was saying about me on the same thing. Edna. No, when you got a thing walking between your legs, you're a man. Fool! And people are thinking I'm getting upset by this. I find it hysterical because it reminds me of not reminds me of Carmen Corner, but what I'm saying is, you know, some people when they get angry, you actually find them funny. But that's what I find Decca like, and I used to find Carmen Corner like that because once Carmen Corner really flew at me. Oh, did he? Did he bust a blood vessel? And I thought it was absolutely hysterical because when they lose it, the two of them, funny they are. It's funny that some people can say much less and you're offended by it, but then someone else can say much worse, and it's the way they say it that makes me laugh.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I found them the other day. So you two talk, and I'll quickly prepare these to stick on. They're great. I love a good old-fashioned Decca Heggie breakdown. They're fucking marvelous.
Right.
I heard the notes of him when he met that girl he wanted to meet over there in Liverpool.
Yeah, when he fell in love with her by day 3.
Yeah. Oh, they were terrible, those.
Can Nicola open her mouth and stick her tongue out?
Hey, but that those voice notes, they really showed Decca for the perv he is. I mean, he's not only a pervert, he's desperate for it. And for some reason, no women want to offer it to him.
Aye, on our other platform.
Yeah. You have to pay for that. Sorry, guys.
He's turning into Decca. Did you hear that? I know somebody's doing a bit of snorting lately. He just swallowed whatever he had in his mouth. Oh. Craig, if you're there, you're oink, 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 oink. What you do is this is what you do, you go delicately, go to the side like that, so no one can see you. Mute your mic and then do it. You don't snort your snot and then swallow it on camera.
Called Decca Heggie Controlling Behaviour. Hold on, I'll download it so I can play it properly.
It's crazy, but then he says it's like a narrative against him, but it's a narrative against him on things he's put out.
Why is Chrissy suddenly developed a lisp?
That platform.
Yeah. You have to pay for that. Sorry, guys.
Puke.
Here it is. Yeah, it's called Decca Heggie Controlling Behaviour. Hold on, I'll download it so I can play it properly.
It's crazy, but then he says it's like a narrative against him.
Why is she suddenly turned into Toya Wilcox? She doesn't have a list, does she?
It's a narrative against him on things he's put out.
Come on, Chrissy, son.
Like, it's nothing that information. I haven't listened to any information.
Oh, stop combing your tits, love. Leave your hair alone.
It's made up from a third party or from a third party source, or like, you know, if it's like somebody said, "Oh, did you hear that about Decker?" My opinion is solely based on the things Decker has actually said himself. Just a
Yes, Glenn, she is. Yes.
Oh, knew it. Brazen hussy, absolute brazen hussy. I thought she'd be on that site.
Oh, Lord, help the sinning woman see the sin of her days and ways.
what?
Put Nicola's Instagram in the chat again, Chrissy, as I prepare this. And then if you go and follow on Instagram, I'm sure that'll lead you to any of the wondrous sites that she's on.
No, it leads you to Sodom and Gomorrah, a place of sin and debauchery. That's what it is. I told you about this man, didn't I? I told you, beware of him. Ladies, beware of him. He will lead you into debauchery and sin. He will open the gateways to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Link in the Instagram bio is my website. My website is NikkiMamaSoul.com.
NikkiMamaSoul.com.
I'm sure Chrissy can put that one in too. Right.
And then I've got Instagram and everything on it.
I'll go find that as well. Nikki Mama.
Munda. It's now when
This might not be the Anthony Joshua one, but it's still a good old-fashioned rant.
Where's
I've heard
it
every
from?
single person he's ever been involved with.
I go up a height sometimes, and I don't need to explain this to you, okay? He knew I was at my mum's Monday because I seen on your Instagram. Oh, I'm not on Instagram anymore. I seen on the Instagram. I seen on the story that you'd seen my story. I was going to my mum's.
I'm confused.
Munda, okay? Munda.
I'm confused. I don't know. Does it get interesting? I don't know. Oh, it's frozen. Why is it frozen on me?
Champagne was the first speed you took, was it? Ooh. Stop it. Should we get some, Chrissy?
No.
I think I'm 333 days off speed today. 333. What we're going to do when I get to a year, have a bomb.
You an idiot.
I feel like once you get to a year, right, you
There
can't.
are 333. I'm pretty sure. Let me check this because I'm native rage. The symbol of 333. What does that mean? Now it means 9. I know that because, funny enough, Anne's birth and Ethan adds up to 333, which adds up to 9. Angel number. Oh, here we go, darlings. Angel number 333. Growth, optimism, and career. What does 9 mean? Because I know Anne is a 9 in numerology. Let's see, 9 numerology. Completion. The energy of the number 9 represents completion, but not finality. Think of it more in a cynical sense. It's about the ending of one cycle and the potential. Well, I thought that, oh, it's the birth number I've got to get. Numerology birth number. Oh, here we go. Of course, it will be completion, wisdom, and experience. There we go. Let's see. In numerology, the number 9 represents completion, wisdom, and experience. People with number 9 as their birth number are broad-minded, romantic, and compassionate. That's me. I mean, that's Anne. In a nutshell, I mean, compassionate, loving, caring. That's Anne. Never has a bad word to say about anyone. Never. You know, I've never known, in all the years I've known Anne, I've never known her to say anything negative about anyone. So understanding and compassionate, it's beyond belief. So understanding and compassionate beyond belief. Here we are. Let's get back to Hedgehog Man, or who I like to call Chipper Man. Because he reminds me of little Chip.
On relapse, because then it'll take you a full year to get back to a year.
I know, but you not think that's what like addicts do? Like they're like, oh, I haven't had a drink for years, so I can have one now because I'm okay.
Oh, don't do that. I mean, I've never been addicted to drugs or drink, never. But I was to smoking, and I'm telling you, it's true what they say. If you just take one, that's it. You're back.
I don't know, because when I stopped drinking for 2.5 years, right, and then I started again, I can now just have a couple if I want to do. Do you know what I mean?
That's because you weren't an alcoholic to begin with.
What happened to me? I was addicted to just mints from Sprouts. And I stopped on New Year and now started again.
You've started on the mints again. How much were you spending a week on mints?
These are like $3.99 a pack, and I was doing 3 or 4 packs a day.
What? 3 or 4 packs of peppermints. That's a strange addiction.
So what's that? Work that out. Chris, you're only accountant.
Six.
Chris, hold on. Chris, you'll have a spreadsheet set up for this in a matter of seconds. Go on.
A day.
Dave's probably already got a spreadsheet set up for it.
70.
So what is it? 12 quid a day. What's that, Chris?
About 110 a week.
Here we are, Panna Scouts, big up the natural women, right? She's got fake tits. She's got a lips done. Oh, that's fake tan. I'm not getting at it. There's a lot that's not natural going on there, Panna Scouts.
Fucking mints.
On mint, on actual mint. They don't have anything in them. They're not CBD, nothing. Just organic mints.
Steve Robbins, you can do what you want if you pay on the if you go across to our Instagram and pay the correct fee.
Well done, Dave McIntyre. He's 6 months. Yeah, that's blatant. That's
surely he's going to end the show. Let's move forward. He's going to end the show with a hysterical. She did. Oh no, she doing something there. Let's see.
It's not live.
Switch off if you don't want to be shocked or because she's doing something that's showing her hiney course.
Exaggerated. So like this one, I think the complaint was about. I was. Kind of just in underwear, like behind, and she put like a.
Oh, I'm moving on from that. How crude, how unladylike.
He's got a dog at his house at the minute.
It's not going to end on a high, is it? It's going to end on a. You can tell.
His friend's girlfriend's dog that they're looking after because she's on holiday. And the dog is called Barfy.
Oh, how bleeding interesting. Let's see, does it end on a high? It's going to be a flop house, isn't it? It's going to be a flop house at the end.
Something on your Facebook of a guy sat in his bed and the police are asking him, is he ready? And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to come. Is that it?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm coming. Like,
you got recorded him watching and diet chips.
Is Rach there? Is Rach still there? You there, Rach? Calling out to Rach. Calling out to Rach. Are you still there? Calling out into the abysmal space. Is Rach still there? She bugged off, hasn't she? That's nice. She's bugged off. Anyway, he's going to be starting this show shortly, so I better wind up because, he starts moaning that I'm taking his views away from him. And I don't want to, take his views away. Oh, I was just going to give her a bit of advice. Because she's in with this lot, and I see it at times being, led astray and influenced by their bad ways. Now, just going to see if there's any interesting, nice little things. Oh, you all have a little, I love this about YouTube, the chat. You all have a little chat amongst yourselves, don't you? I've just seen something there, but I'm not reading it out. Oh, reading it out. Anyway, let's see. See what I've got to play out here. So, to my love, well, oh, I didn't get to use this one. I was going to use it. Anyway, I'll use now. So, what did you all think of Craig's show? Well, that didn't quite work. It's pretty anyway. So to all my lovely viewers, I'll leave you with this. So until tomorrow, bye-bye, my darlings. Bye-bye and take care.